Kicking off today's show, a hometown hero and true champion, Sue Bird is a star player for the Seattle Storm WNBA team, but she's also a two-time Olympic gold medalist, seven-time WNBA All-Star with 2 WNBA championships under her belt, and she's the Storm's all-time leader in assists. We are catching her just before her summer kicks into full gear with the start of the Storm season and her return to the USA Olympic basketball team at the Summer Games in London. Please welcome Sue Bird. We've wanted you to come on the show for such a long time. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How's your spring going?
The spring was good, but it's definitely nice to be back in Seattle.
It is nice. You've come at a perfect time. It's so beautiful. So let's talk first of all, since today's kind of our health show.
Okay.
What do you do in the off season to stay fit?
Well, in some ways I'm lucky in that a lot of us who play in the WNBA play overseas as well. So it's just, I mean, year round you're playing, and when you're playing, it's kind of nice because you get to eat what you want because you're going to burn all those calories. But when I'm not in a season, I watch my diet. I try to sleep as much as I can. That to me is the key to life for an athlete. I nap as much as I can.
You nap? So do you like power nap, those 20-minute naps?
I'll either power nap it for 20 or I try to get 2 hours in on like game days.
You know, it's a really good point because we're all so busy and people kind of brag about, oh, I only need 5 hours of sleep. I don't believe that. I think everybody, you know, needs to get a good night's sleep.
I totally agree.
So what do you do for fun?
For fun? I mean, I kind of say this, but I feel like I'm just, you know, typical, average. I like to go to the movies, hang out with friends. I don't always get the opportunity to see my family and friends that much, so when it does present itself, I definitely take advantage of it and just try to enjoy.
There are a lot of little girls, as you know, who look up to you, look up to the Storm players, and they see now a route for female athletes to make a living and to be recognized for their talents. Do you feel that as a responsibility, or is that just sort of an ordinary part of the way you grew up as well?
No, definitely not. From the way I grew up, there weren't really female athletes on TV. You could catch them every now and then with the Olympics, or for basketball, there was the Final Four would be on TV for college, but otherwise, you didn't see a ton of female athletes. So I definitely view it as an honor, a little bit of a responsibility, but not one that, you know, is a burden by any means.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Be fun, right? Because girls, it was forever ago when I went to high school, but you know, you weren't even supposed to sweat if you were a girl, much less play a sport. So it's pretty cool now. So you're looking forward to the Olympics.
Yes,
how cool is that to represent your country?
It's very cool. You know, I've been fortunate enough to have the opportunity 2 times before. The 3rd time around, my role is going to change on the team, so it's going to be, even though it's my 3rd Olympics, it's still kind of a unique experience in that my role is going to be different.
How so?
Well, I'm older, more experienced. Hopefully, it will be the starting point guard, so from a leadership standpoint, a lot will be expected. And I've actually never been to London. I've traveled all over for basketball, but I've never been to London.
Oh, you're going to love it. Well, now this is the game that you guys just played.
Yeah.
And you won, of course, so which is great.
Right.
Your coach for the Olympic team is the same guy who coached your college team at UConn, right?
Yes.
So that's got to be a nice sort of homecoming and a completion of that circle.
Yeah, it's exciting, you know, because when you leave college, first of all, I had a great 4 years at UConn with Coach Auriemma, and when you leave, you don't expect to ever get to play for this person again. So to be able to kind of work under him once again, and as I was just saying, with this leadership role that I have, to play for him, it's going to be very easy for me, very comfortable.
Are there things you want to do outside of basketball, after basketball? Do you think about that at all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting older, so at 31, I understand
you're ancient at 31.
Every time I say that.
I can't even believe you're that old.
It's like dog years. It's like basketball years, you know? So in basketball years, I'm kind of getting up there. So it is something that I have to start thinking about. I don't know. We'll see.
Is it scary or is it kind of exciting in a weird, exhilarating sort of way to say, when that's behind me, there are all these other doors that are open that I can explore?
I have moments. It goes both ways.
Both ways? What are you interested in?
Obviously sports, you know, clearly. So to stay in basketball would be great. Of course, there's always coaching, there's broadcasting, there are things like that. But we'll see, because there's a lot of things within sports that you can do. So
what advice would you give to a young woman who is interested in sports, trying to balance academics? You finished college, you did all of those things. What's your advice?
I think you just said it, really to keep a balance. And, you know, this is coming from someone, I love basketball. I could play all day, every day.
Apparently.
But you do have to keep that balance, because if you don't, and this kind of touches on healthy lifestyle as well, if you don't have, you know, your friends, your family, kind of that downtime or other interests in your life, you know, if you kind of become too overwhelmed by one thing, it can really turn you against it in a way. So if you want to be successful in a sport such as basketball, you want to have fun doing it and do your best, but you kind of want to keep that balance.
That's very good advice. All right, we have a cool thing going on here. We're going to choose a name from somebody in the audience to win a basketball from Sue that she's going to sign to you once she's picked your name. So out of this is our official fishbowl here. Sue, would you mind, do we have a drum roll? There it is, because this is a big deal. All right, here we go.
Winner is Shirley DeMuth.
All right, Shirley. Okay, pal. Pretty cool. All right, so the Storm is offering a ticket special. While Sue's signing this, I'll tell you about it. It's a special treat for our viewers, so please visit our website for a link to purchase tickets for their opening night game against the LA Sparks, and you'll receive a free ticket to any other game of the season. Opening night is May 18th at 7 p.m., and the first 3,000 fans to arrive will get a free T-shirt at the door, but our New Day audience coordinator, Susie Wiley, is showing off the T-shirt that you don't have to wait for, because everybody here is going home with that special T-shirt today. All right, Sue, would you run that out to Shirley? Here you go. Can you believe it? All right, you want to give her a pass up the stairs?
I don't want to hit anybody.
Okay, hand delivered. There you go. Thank you, Sue Bird.